Hello YouTube, this is What If Logic, and today I will be redoing What If Deku was reincarnated. And in this one, this is the redo of the one where Deku was reincarnated from God and all that. Yeah, that one, I'm gonna, in that one, so I can start this one. So, how Deku is reincarnated in this is, the story starts off in the future, which I'm going to be making videos that start off in the future a lot lately, like my What If Deku was an android one. And that one, Deku will be a bio-android. So, yeah. Our boy Deku, he is in the middle of a fight against, I'm going to say, Shigaraki Tomura, the successor of All For One. So, Shigaraki is basically bodying, well, Deku, I say Deku is on top in this fight. Shigaraki does have All For One, and he does, I'm gonna say, well, Shigaraki does have All For One, and he has a lot of quirks he stole, but One For All is ultimately stronger, plus Deku has the other 9 quirks. So, Deku is basically throwing hands with Shigaraki until he defeats Shigaraki. So, Deku thinking that he took out the threat, he turns around. And just to be met with a disintegration in his, basically, where both of his kidneys are. And I'm gonna say that this one, well, Shigaraki's disintegration, Shigaraki enhanced it with an enhancement. So basically, Deku, he was turned to dust, like a Thanos snap. And then, our boy Deku, he wakes up in his bed. So he's like, what the fuck? Was that a nightmare or something? And then he's like, my voice, as he's looking around. And he's looking at his hands. He's like, what the basically. He's looking at his arms. He's like, my scars are gone, basically. So our boy Deku gets up, and he runs downstairs. He says, well, he doesn't run downstairs. He doesn't say anything. He just runs downstairs. And I guess he would say, Ma, or he would just ask what year it is. And she would say, it's 2030. And Deku's like, 2030? Because 20 years, he starts, 2050. That's where Deku started his debut as a hero. And that's where he threw hands with Shigaraki. And 2030 is when he, is the start of the anime. So Deku's like, and she's like, honey, what's the matter? And Deku's like, nothing, Mom. So he gets up, and she's like, it's Monday, you should go to school. But actually, she says it's Friday, you should go to school. And Deku's like, oh yeah, school, as he gets up and he runs out. So he's like, he doesn't know what's happening right now. He's like, this must be some type of illusion quirk. Or, if I really am back in the past, I have to make sure that I do everything correctly to the point where I get One For All again. And, yeah, basically, yeah. And he's like, if I tell anyone about this, it can also alter the future. So he's like, and I don't feel like dealing with that. So, Deku, he's running, and he finally gets to school, where he sits down, they do normal class, until the teacher's like, I already know that you all want to be heroes. And she's like, Midoriya, you wanted to go to UA, huh? And Baku's like, basically screams, what? As at the end of the, well, Deku would say, oh yeah, I did. And Baku's like, everyone starts to laugh. Baku's like, yeah, catch me outside. And at the end of class, Baku starts to bully Deku, which Baku tries to burn Deku's notebook. And Deku's like, nope, as he grabs it, and he pulls it away. So Baku's getting mad now. And I'm saying Baku's even more of a dick in this timeline, so Deku goes outside, and Baku runs up on him. He's like, what's up, nerd? And then Baku throws an explosion at Deku, which Deku easily sidesteps. He's like, wow, was Baku always this weak or something? Because Baku in the future is way powerful than Baku in the past, though. So, yeah. So our boy Deku, he's sidestepping Baku until Deku decides to go on the attack, where he basically does a spin, grabbing Baku by his wrist and basically doing what he did in the anime, but he tries to. Actually, no, I'm gonna say he does. He does it, and Baku is slammed on the ground. People are like, as Deku, he starts to walk away. Baku gets up, he's like, fuck! Just ignore that, hold on. Oh my god, annoying ass. I'm babysitting right now, so yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah. So, our boy Deku, after beating the F out of Baku, he walks away. And Baku's like, yeah, I'm not gonna try anything. So Deku, he's walking, he's under the bridge, and he's like, this is where I get attacked by the Sledgehammer. Alright, time to play the part of the helpless princess. As the Sledgehammer attacks Deku, Deku already knowing that this is gonna happen, So Deku gets caught by the sludge villain. So the sludge villain is basically suffocating Deku. As Deku's struggling, he's pretending like he can't get out, but Deku, I think that he would find a way to get out. But yeah, All Might appears. He's like, I am here. Blows the sludge villain off Deku. Deku's like, can you sign my notebook, sir? In his wimpy voice. And All Might tries to jump off as Deku grabs his leg. And yeah, that. They land on the building. Deku says if he can be a hero. All Might says he can't, which Deku isn't worried about it. So he goes down the building after hearing an explosion, where he's like, alright, here's the time. As him and All Might appear, Deku looks over, he pretends like he's like, and frightened. So he runs over, and he tries to see Bakugo again, which All Might's like, powers up and knocks out the sludge villain. So that part stays the same. Now, All Might meets Deku after Bakugo's done telling Deku that he never needed his help. And yeah, All Might's like, young man, you can't be a hero. As Deku's like, ha, really? As All Might's like, here. As he's like, I deem you worthy for my quirk. As Deku's like, ha, good. As then they spend the next 10 months training, which Deku finally gets one for all. So the story from now on will be different due to the fact that Deku has one for all. And he has enough, freaking experience to access Black Whip and float. So, yeah. So our boy Deku, he's basically, on his way to UA. After getting one for all, digesting it. He never told All Might because he doesn't know how bad it would alter the future. So, Deku's like, maybe I can change the fact that All Might about how All Might got revealed during his fight with All for One, but he's like, nah, let's not. So Deku, he's going, and he finally arrives at UA to be met with nothing. I mean, he's just walking in. He doesn't trip. Actually, I feel that he would trip. And 20 years into the future, Deku would be 35, which means that he has to have a bride. And the person that Deku married in the future is none other than... Drumroll, please. You already know. I mean... It follows the direct path of the... Actually, no. I'll keep that one a secret. If you guys can guess it, I'll let you pick the next what if. And yeah, so Deku, he is walking. After tripping, he talks to Uraraka. He's walking basically the rally. So, he goes there. He gets the information. Ida's like, stop muttering. And Deku's like, oh, my bad. And yeah. So, it is the robot combat exam. So, Deku, he's just standing there. He's like, huh. Alright. He's like, I don't have to do everything the complete same as Deku. Soon as, the dude, I forgot his name. The shout dude says go. Deku, he activates 5% full cowling, and he's gone. He flew past everyone. Ida and him are Ida's a little bit faster than, Ida's faster than Deku. Because only 5%. So Deku's like, alright. So, he gets towards the robots as he kicks one of its legs off. As Deku is now using his shoot style. And Deku does know breakdancing from, Mina taught him in the future. So, yeah. Deku, he basically worked on his legs as well. So, our boy Deku is doing, he down there kicking robots' heads off. Doing tornadoes, basically twisting. Yeah, So, Deku, he's basically just destroying all the robots, as he gets way more points than Nook Cannon. So, Deku, the robot comes, and he's like, huh. As he starts to clench his fist, and he's like, alright. As he starts to activate 100% instant, instant cowling. Is basically when Deku, it's like when Deku goes 100% cowling for like a half of a second. So, yeah. So, Deku does it, and my dude was gone the moment. So, yeah. Deku, he puts his hand up in the air, because his body is really starting to get hurt by the 100%. I mean, like, it's basically fracturing my guy's bones. Night Guy's transformation? It's called Night Guy. It's basically like that. So Deku, he puts his hand out, and the Black Whip starts to come. And All Might's like, what? He had a quirk the whole time? And they're like, what do you mean? And All Might's like, oh, nothing. As Deku, he brings his fist or his hand down chopping the robot down the middle, which does create a shockwave. And people are like, this guy had that much power? Dang, I thought he could just kick. As Deku, he lands on the ground, basically falling like he did in normal, because he just basically just almost disintegrated his bones before he's slapped by Uraraka and saved. So Deku's like, in his head, how am I going to explain this to All Might? As Uraraka's like, alright, basically, thank you for saving me. Actually, she doesn't thank Deku now. So Deku gets healed, he goes home. But he gets a call from All Might saying, kid, you lied to me. You said you never had a quirk. And Deku's like, I don't have a quirk. He's like, because, I recently found out something. And All Might's like, what? The users of One For All are still living in the quirk. And All Might's like, they are? And he's like, yeah, I have, well, I can access their quirks, basically. And All Might's like, oh, as he hangs up the phone, he's like, I have found the one. Okay, sorry. But this will be the end of part 1. The next video I'll be doing today is what if Deku was the son of All Might, which I don't like to do original ideas like that, because I wanted to stay mixed, doing videos that people never do, but whatever. So, yeah, this is my next video today will be what if Deku, it's either going to be what if Deku had Kurama, or what if Deku basically, what is it called again? Shit. What if Deku, what if Deku was the son of All Might, or what if Deku was Kurama, and goodbye. The like goal for this will be 20 likes.